early enough that they could do something for it.
All right, we're live. Good Sunday evening, everybody.
Are we?
How are you all doing? Yep. We got Jeff here. We got Ken. We got Daryl. Let's see what we got in the chat here. We got Mater and Rusty Rooster. How you guys doing? Lisa Ann, how you doing?
Don't forget Lisa Ann.
Oh yeah, definitely not Lisa Ann. So, hope everybody's having a great weekend. Getting ready for the big old Turkey Day. I know I'm prepping for it. Yes, Lisa, please, everybody hit the thumbs up. Help the algorithm or feed the algorithm. There's Ben. How you doing,
Hey, Willie.
Ben? There's Willie. How you doing, Willie? So, and you all have to check out the cooking video Wednesday. Tried a brand new recipe that I never cooked before. It turned out awesome, in my opinion.
Yeah, what'd you make? What'd you make?
It's in the video. You have to watch.
Hello, Bachi.
What? No previews? Come on.
No. Hey, Bachi, how you doing, dear? Thank you for stopping in. Dan, how you doing? Thank you for stopping in.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Cajun.
Hi, Cajun. Hey, Roadrunner, how you doing, bud? Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. But yep, I got a 3-day work week this week. I got a 4-day weekend, so it's gonna be awesome.
All right, wait, hey, all my people, all my guys that just came off of my live stream, y'all supposed to say Cajun Raid. Yeah, we had 20 people in there. I don't know how many of us coming this way though, but Rusty was there, Tim, Grass Cutter, Mater, quite a few you see, quite a few in here you see. So, hey, how you doing, Ed? Ken?
I'm doing awesome.
Daryl? Jeff?
Ed, Cajun Raid.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you a little hint on what the cooking video this week is. It's a breakfast. So
good.
Is it?
Yep.
Good.
Cereal in a bowl with milk.
that make for a short video.
Hey,
Breezy. Cajun Raid.
Where are you getting the Wisconsin parts from, Willie?
Oh, he's got a Wisconsin small engine?
Yeah.
Wow. We got an old one that's way in the back by the old ceramic shop. It's an old Wisconsin engine, but there's no way in heck that thing can be restored and back to life. There's no way. It's too bad of a shape.
So I think I've only worked on 1 or 2 Wisconsins, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of them.
Oh, right. Back in the day, I was.
I'd like to get one, but I'm trying to figure out what do I do with it.
Getting a Wisconsin TJD up and running. Waiting on ignition for it. Pumping firewheels and fuel pump. Oh, well, cool deal, Will.
Doritos and Mountain Dew. Yep, it don't get no better than that, huh?
Doritos and Mountain Dew. Breakfast food. Hey, Mudster.
No, it was.
Hey, Mark.
It used to be double fudge brownies and Jolt Cola. That was the breakfast of champions.
RC Cola and Moon Pies, Louisiana's favorite. Most made in Louisiana.
That was South Carolina at one time too, Cajun.
Really? RC Cola and Moon Pies.
I guess that was just the country thing. I mean, it wasn't actually. It was a South thing.
Yeah, it's like a Southern thing. Yeah, moon pie. They used to throw moon pies from Mardi Gras all the time. They used to throw boxes of Cracker Jack, but they had to stop that. People were getting hit in the face with the corners of the Cracker Jack box.
Hey, Mudster.
Well, it's certainly going to be a heavy tractor, Willie.
Most definitely. Most definitely a heavy tractor with that on there.
Yeah, that was some strong engines a long time ago. Good engines.
Oh yeah.
Just like the old Kohlers, old Kohlers, man, you can't beat those.
Yeah. The Coolers is what I mainly worked on, and then some of course Briggs and Stratton because they're on just about everything.
Yeah.
But somebody told me that Honda's going to quit making small engines.
Really?
What? Really?
That was a rumor going around.
Wow. Yeah.
I heard that too.
Hey, Bocce.
But I only seen it one post somewhere and never seen or heard anything else about it again. So I'm thinking it was fake news.
Rumor.
Yeah.
A rumor. Yeah.
Now I know they have like last fall, they were telling all the dealers and stuff if they want like the push mowers and everything, they had to order them then because they were going to be limited on manufacturing supplies to build their push mowers and stuff.
Honda mowers is what Rusty Rooster just commented. Honda mowers.
Okay.
So Rusty's right. That was Honda mowers. They said they're going to stop.
I didn't even know that. I didn't hear.
I seen that. I forget what day I seen it. I seen it the last week or so.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it said Honda engines, but like I said, I know from my dealer where we buy our push mowers and stuff from, they haven't been able to buy push mowers all summer long. What they had in stock is what they had in stock.
Oh. They still gonna make the engines. Okay. And more Honda Harmony mowers were good mowers. They had the magnesium or aluminum deck.
Mm-hmm.
Then the clutch for the blade. Okay.
Hey, Mark, what's happening?
I still say the best mowers they made was the old snappers.
Still monkeying around trying to get stuff done.
Hello, Mark.
You're not all packed. You're not all unpacked and just relaxing now.
No, my mate didn't come to work today.
From what?
The living room is almost done.
Well, the rumor I heard is you tried to freeze her out, and then you tried to burn her out.
Yeah, about 3:00 this morning.
Yeah.
Pretty warm.
Then he turned it down. Then I woke up freezing.
It is what it is.
I mean, you
got
can
to pull
see
another blanket on.
we got boxes behind us, so I'm not all the way done.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Sandy. How y'all?
I got boxes behind me too, and I've been here 11 years.
Oh, well, good. Does that mean I can just let them sit here?
No.
Sure.
Yeah, why not? I would.
Your name's not Ed.
Hey,
Ed's got his stuff in boxes so he can take them out to the shop and stuff when he needs them. So
if I got cold enough, I turn them. I take them boxes and set them on fire.
yeah.
If they got cold enough.
Dang it.
There's
Mr. Willie. Hey, let's see that old Wisconsin engine.
Can we do it?
Yep. Hell is.
What'd you do?
I don't know. Wait a minute.
Oh, they change everything around on me.
Stop playing with the buttons now.
Oh, I gotta turn the camera around.
There.
No, why would you want to do that?
What the heck?
There we go.
Yes, mate. I have it for the hearing impaired. So if they want to turn the volume down and read what we're saying, they can do it.
Closed captioning.
Yeah.
So, have you guys ever seen anything one of these on a Wisconsin engine before? It's actually a gear-driven generator.
No,
This is a 6-volt positive ground, and it drives a distributor. And if you look, it's the odd fire TJD instead of even fire. It fires 180 to out instead of 360.
No, I've
A
never
little
seen one.
grease cup on the bottom to lube it up, and then a little oil cap to lube up the bushing. And then this is the breaker cutout for the charge. Tells it when the battery is charged up. I had this remanned. I don't know how good you're going to be able to see it. But there's quite a bit of pitting on the gear teeth. So I'm waiting for another gear to come in the mail to replace that gear.
So where's the engine that goes
The engine's right here. I just took off the gear reduction today. I think it's like a 10-to-1 or something like that, gear reduction.
on? Dang.
It was off an old ski lift, of all things. Here's the engine. I have to take the flywheel off so I can put my flywheel pulley onto the other flywheel I have that's already repainted. Sorry about the lighting. I just took the fuel pump off. I have a new fuel pump and a filter right here ready to go on it that's already been remanned. I have another exhaust manifold to go on it, but it's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can't dim this down a little bit. There we go. But this engine is actually a low hours engine. There's still paint on the cooling fins of the head. The manifold's not all pitted. There's even paint on the rubber boot yet for the intake. So this thing's a low hours engine. It was a backup engine for a ski lift. For if the power ever went out, they would be able to operate it. And even all the paint on the carburetor is still intact on it.
Wow, that's a big that's a twin cylinder. Wow.
Yep, 3.5-inch bore and 3.5-inch stroke, which is like 53.9 cubic inch displacement.
Chill.
Rated at 18 horsepower at 3,400 RPMs.
And that's true horsepower.
Yeah. It has a magneto on it right now, but I'm going to put the generator on it because I want to put this on the tractor and I want to have a charging system. This does not have a stator on it, which is why I have to put the generator on it. And I also have to swap the implement governor for a throttle control. This has a fixed throttle on it. I have all the parts from another engine to put on here. I have a THG. I actually bought a bunch of parts for it to restore someday, but I haven't had the time. And I need a plow tractor, a specific plow tractor, because my Simplicity, my Alice Chalmers has an electric lift, and my other Simplicity always has a snowblower on it. So I wanted a manual lift, plow-specific tractor, so I can just leave the plow on it all year long. And
that's
back here.
It's a Chevy truck. What was the front end of the frame? I didn't see the frame on the front end.
This is my 95 Chevy I've been trying to pluck away at, but I haven't had a lot of time to work on it. I have the whole frame cleaned up to the front right here. You can see the paint line there. Everything's been wire brushed and painted up to that point. And then I have to take the exhaust off of this and replace a bunch of studs that are broken off. And then while the exhaust is off, I need to wire brush and paint the frame on the front. And then obviously fix the rockers and cab corners and all that fun stuff.
I didn't see the front frame, the front part of the frame.
Yeah.
Is it there?
Yeah, it's still there.
It's there.
Oh,
You can see.
Must be the lighting. Oh, okay, I see it now. Okay, I'm sorry.
Now you noticed this frame's actually in good shape. A lot of these, the tow hooks will actually fall off of them because they rust so bad. This one doesn't have any holes in it.
I'm doing a 91, so I know what that amounts to.
Hey, Willie, Rusty wanted to know what that engine came off of, I believe.
What, this Wisconsin engine?
Yeah, wasn't...
It came from a ski resort, a ski lift.
Okay, ski lift. Okay.
Yeah. From the 70s, early to mid 70s. And I have another engine back here. It's kind of under cover. An old THD I've been wanting to fix. It's all torn down. All the parts are kind of here and there. Like there's a blower cover, and I have piles of parts back here. Coils and heads and air filter covers, amp meters, gaskets, everything I could need for it. And here's actually the tag off of that TJD. Serial number 4633188. So that was about 70s, 4 millions. The generator is the 6-volt generator I'm going to be putting on here is from 1959. So I'm plugging away at it. This was a running engine as of a year and a half ago. So I have no doubt that it's in good shape, especially considering a lot of the paint is still on the block and not burned off. No pitting on the exhaust or anything, so I don't expect to have any issues with this thing.
What kind of compression is it running?
I haven't run a compression test on it, but I can't spin it too easy. It's got to have a loud clicking noise on it because of the pulse for the magneto.
Right.
But yeah, I can't crank it too easy. So that's free with it. I'm going to be coming up on compression now. So yeah, it doesn't leak down too bad. I'm putting quite a bit of force on that, and it's not.
Yeah. Dang.
Easy.
I'd say it's got some compression.
Yeah. It'll run. I'm sure it's got 115 or more. So yeah, I'm at it.
Especially
I get a kick out of that generator because I've never seen one like it. I've only ever seen a handful of those. And the nice thing about this is if I run a higher octane fuel, I can adjust the timing really easy.
Yeah, it's almost like a core distributor.
Yep. So I just thought I'd show you guys that. That's all.
Ah, that's nice.
That generator thing, that generator ignition there that's a neat setup.
Yep.
I've never seen anything set up like that.
And
positive
ground
dipstick tube for it on that other block yet. It's got a longer dipstick tube on the other side. Oh, I haven't. I must have taken it off. There's a dipstick the dipstick tube actually wraps around the generator from underneath and comes up. It's gonna be in the parts somewhere over there. I gotta put that on that engine yet too. And wait, let me show you the flywheel. I didn't even show you all the other parts I had. You're gonna get a kick out of this. The Wisconsin THD I plan on restoring. Parts should be in here. Yes, they are. Exhaust, distributor, coil bracket. That's some of the parts. Where do I have that flywheel hidden at? Here's a nice original exhaust I'm going to be putting on the tractor. Cast iron pancake. That's the coil bracket I got to paint. And then back here, buried behind everything, is the flywheel I need. Right there. If I can lift the thing, it's like 30 pounds. I'm not kidding when I say 30 pounds.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean,
Picked up bags of Saccharine that weren't that heavy, huh?
Spun up to RPMs and letting it go. It's not going to stop. It's just going to go.
That's a lot of rotating mass.
Yes, it is. Especially when you look at how long the crankshaft is. Now I had a pulley somewhere that goes on there. Oh, that's still back there.
What is that, a 1-inch crankshaft on that one?
I think it's like 1 1/4
1 1/4? Okay.
That's not the one. There it is. That's the baby right there.
Cool. That weighs 10 pounds, about 7 pounds by itself.
Nah, I'd say about 1.5 pounds.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay.
It's pretty hollow in the center. That goes on that. For the belt. So that's why I got to put that flywheel on here so I can put that pulley on for the drive belt. So I'm getting there. A lot of work to do yet. I don't know how much horsepower this would compare to a modern engine, but I would compare this to like a 23, 24 horsepower engine today.
At least because 3x3.
3 1/4 by 3 1/4.
Right. That should be at least 25 horse, I would think.
Yep. Interesting thing about this one, this is going to sound very similar to like a John Deere putt engine. Instead of firing, what do they fire? Like what did they fire? I think it was 130 or something like that degrees out. This one fires 180 degrees out.
Yeah.
Very similar sound. So it should drag on pretty good down a pulling sled track if they let it run. Won't pass for 20 horsepower because it's over 50 cubic inch, and a little small for a 25 horsepower.
Well, you can get a 25 horse up to 50 and a half cubic inches. So,
yeah, to be honest though, I really wanted to go big. I would buy one of those 30 horsepower Onan like generator engines for like $2,000 or so. I'm gonna hope that maybe I can run this in a stock altered class where they'll allow any model engine modifications to make the engine fit. And at a stock RPM, this thing should have a lot more torque at stock RPMs than what you call it, an Onan would, because of the long rods. The connecting rods are like over 8 inches long on that thing.
On the Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So the piston dwell time is all about that torque. And unfortunately, I don't know if there's much I can do about the carburetor as to getting a bigger carburetor on it. It'd be nice to put a 1-inch Kohler carburetor on there, but I think by the time you put like 2 bends in it or make a special manifold for it, I don't think it's going to help you much. And believe it or not, you can actually get pistons 70 thousandths oversized for that engine and probably walk along with a stock 25 without too much trouble. Granted, they say you're not supposed to go more than a 1 millimeter oversized bore, but my argument would be it's an OEM replacement part, so they were built to go that big.
Right.
And realistically, who's gonna, on a 100% stock engine, who's gonna pull the F and mic it? Honestly, I mean, I don't like being a cheater, but it's a 50-year-old engine. It's gonna have some cylinder wear. It's gonna have an oversized piston in it, but
right. But
I don't know.
I've seen people get pulled down in stock class. I mean,
yeah, but if I'm going up against 25 horsepowers, I'm still going to be undersized because I think the max displacement for flathead is 60 cubic inch, and I think if you bore it out 70 over, it would be 55ish.
Yeah.
Even then, I'm not. This is still factory bore. I'm not going to bore this one out. I'm talking about in the future for the THD when I fully restore that one. That one's got quite a bit of a lip on the top of the cylinder, so I'm just going to bore that one out 70 over and put it together and send it. We'll see how that goes. I don't like to cheat, but I also don't like when the rules are a little bit on the lean side for engines that weren't built to be bored out.
Yep. Well, that's why we moved up into the modified class. Basically, the rule is if you can stuff it into a stock block, it's legal.
Yep.
So, you know,
I actually I remember seeing something on Facebook about someone that was running one of those 12 horsepower Wisconsin engines, and they literally bored it out and then stuck a sleeve in it. I think they were running over 4.5-inch bore or something like that on one of those. And they had it all welded up and ported out and polished and everything. And I mean, they built billet parts and everything for it. They went above and beyond because it had a separate jug on top of the block that you could do all kinds of stuff with. Wasn't an integral block or an integral cylinder. So it's kind of neat how crazy they went with it. And the funny thing is despite the RPMs and the overboring and all that fun stuff, they never did anything to the crankshaft, and it didn't phase the crankshaft whatsoever because they were so overbuilt.
I've seen guys take 10 horse blocks and bore them out so paper thin that you don't know how the heads and jugs stay together, and they're running them in the 10 horse stock class, and they're like 14 horse bores. Right, Mark?
Right.
Hopefully,
Mark
not
ain't
6,000
saying
RPMs.
that. Mark says y'all telling all my damn secrets.
I know nothing.
Hey, at Demo Dan, looking at that guy and that guy.
Let's see who makes the
No,
18
not Briggs. Kohler's.
a 6-speed rally, right? I don't know who would make those.
Hey, would you good at your pliers?
Yeah. I don't do a whole lot of building with the V twin Briggs. It's all Kohler stuff.
Or opposed twins. You like those a little bit.
Yeah, I like the opposed twins.
Oh, I got all kinds of parts put together for those. I have.
Oh, Willie just
Uh-oh.
left.
I have poop
Ken knocked him
gone.
out. Ken
He'll be
knocked him
back.
out. You see me open the door and turn back around, and he's gone. Poof.
Yeah,
18 yards Briggs with 6 speed. I don't know if anybody that does that in the racing know the Briggs.
the 18 horse or 16 18 horse opposed Briggs. They're really great engines. They can make a lot of torque and stuff, but they don't like to be ported and polished, and they don't like to be bored out.
They like to be kept stock, huh?
Yeah. I know some guys that went from mild to wild with them, and the opposed they don't run too much better doing all that to them. Not for what you have to have, not for what the money you put into them. I don't know if it's the configuration of the block, how it's set up, or what, or how the carburetors are on them, or what. But just basically a little bit of touch up and cleanup work is all they like to have. So Craftsman makes the rally mower. Okay. Yeah. So, but
AYP used to make rallies.
yeah, AYP.
Yeah. They used to make Craftsman too, because I used to haul them. So
Yeah. Oh wait, AYP and all them aren't, or they make about, or not AYP, but the other manufacturer, about the only ones that make tractors anymore. They just put everybody's names on them.
yeah, that's the way it was when I was hauling them. I mean, I was hauling Craftsman tractors, but I looked around at what else was in boxes around it. So they basically made about everything. They made all kinds of stuff. So.
MTD, yeah, Mudster, that's it. Yeah, yeah, because they even make John Deere's now, from what I heard. Some of the smaller throwaway models. So, but, yep, I'm actually looking forward to the holiday coming up here. Get to spend some time with family, eat some great food. Of course, I don't know what I'm going to be making to take with me to the family gathering, but I'm sure it'll be something interesting. I made Brussels sprouts the one year. I didn't think they were going to be a big hit. They were. I got a recipe that involves cauliflower, so maybe I'll do that one. So I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I'm making a turkey, and the three of us are going to sit here and enjoy it.
Well, like I said, these damn crows don't quit walking on my roof. I'm gonna have them for Thanksgiving dinner.
So the turkey's provided. I just got to bring a side dish. So, and all the good ones are usually taken. The green bean casserole, hash brown casserole, all that kind of stuff. So I searched through the archives to find something different and off the wall.
Hey, Demo Dan, I joined your YouTube channel. Got you subbed. He's got a nice little channel there. He's into a demo lawnmower, demolition derbies with lawnmowers, riding mowers.
Demolition derbies with lawnmowers.
Yeah,
That's something new.
yeah. That's what his channel's about. He's got a bunch of videos, a lot of videos out on it.
I got a choice of 2 motors to pick from. One's kind of up here by me, a 12 horse, and one's from where I bought that big tractor from, 14.
Both of them Kohlers?
Yep.
I'd go with the 14.
I'd like to, but you know what? He's had the top off and he's already been into it. So he says it's not scored, and the way his ad reads, it's minimum wear. But then when you read down some, he says it's been bored 30 over. So I said to myself, well, which is it? There's a big difference there.
Yeah.
But if it's already bored 30 over, it's at the end of its life until you sleeve it.
Yeah.
You have to sleeve to do anything else to it. Which they do make sleeves.
It's just the way this kid writes the ads. You almost got to talk to him and be standing there to see what he's telling you. The other one, he sells all Power King stuff, and he just pulls the motors. When he gets junk tractors, he pulls the motors. If they're good, he sells them. If not, he parts them. Parts what's good and scraps the rest.
No, Ben, 30 over isn't huge. When you hit 70 over, you got a bore. I knew a guy that did quite a few of those.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
One or two.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to get one that's a spare engine. If I got to do some fixing, I could do it, but I don't want one that you don't really know the life of it.
Yeah, but you can always put the life back into a Kohler for not much at all.
Mm-hmm.
With the stock parts. I mean, that's not expensive to do it. Rebuild one of those motors. You'll probably have more money in the machining than anything.
Yeah, if you're just wanting to go stock, yeah. But
or maybe I get one. So if and when I do get that Cub, I've got a good motor to stuff in it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal, Jeff. You find that Cub, okay, and I'll send you a motor.
I got the 106, and he's got 2 other ones, the hydrostatics, with no motors.
Get away with don't monkey with those hydros. If you're gonna pull it.
Well, no, I was thinking if it's a package deal, I was going to take the hydros, maybe just pull the wheels off, keep the wheels, and maybe the sheet metal for the hood and stuff, and just take the rest of them right over to George. But then again,
No,
I got to be able.
Don't do that.
What?
Those hydros, I probably shouldn't say it. Those hydros is what we want for the parts to put inside of our tractors in the rear ends. The 2-piece carrier,
axles,
the axles, and all that, because your hydros have the heavy axles and everything that we use for pulling, and the aluminum tubes usually are found on those hydros. Don't let you keep them rear ends. Don't let them go nowhere.
Well, you come out and get them then, because I don't want them sitting here.
All you want to do is tear them apart and take the axles out of them, take the tubes off of it, and take the carrier out of it. That's all you want.
And take the axle cap or the bearing caps.
Yep. And then you can scrap the rest of it. Because those axles and carrier and all that, Jeff, they're getting 2.5 to 3.5 for them selling them to the pullers.
Wow.
Just out of them rear end parts.
Yep. That's just the carrier and axles. That's not
Yes.
the tubes.
Yes.
Tubes can go anywhere from $50 a set to $200 a set.
Yes.
Depending on who you're selling them to.
Dang, Jeff, you on a gold mine, son.
Well,
A lot of
but the
people.
other guy, he's still him-hawing around about doing his tractor and going on about, well, I want to see what the kids are going to do, this and that and stuff. And I told him, I said, well, why don't you just bring one up here? Bring the one up you want redone, and bring me the other one. He's like, why would I give you the other one? I said, because you want to give it to a good home where somebody's going to actually fix it and take care of it. Because those of you residing down there at what you got at the Rusty Acres Restoration Farm, it's just going to sit in the barn, collecting dirt and dust, and never get nothing done. And his answer is, well, you know, I still got them.
Yeah. But you just keep that in mind, Jeff. Whenever you start running across these tractors and their hydros, there's a lot of money just in the rear end parts. A lot of money.
Yep. Archer's Garage said he went 60 over on his Pontiac 400 and still runs like a top. Oh yeah, on a V8, 60 over on a V8, it's nothing.
I was in Lawtell a while back, and at a buddy of mine's, he's got a racing shop over there. And but I said, well, what? That's about 2 years ago, and this guy brought in he didn't bring it in. He brought in some parts and stuff. And anyway, he asked the guy, he says, I want my engine bored out. And the guy says, well, how much do you want it bored out? And he says, well, when you boring it out, and if you see the other piston through the other cylinder through this cylinder, then you went a little bit too far.
Yeah, just a little bit, huh?
Yeah. So he says, I want it the max I can get it. And the guy says, what about your pistons and all that? He says, I have a source. And this guy says, well, I have a source too. Everything's homemade. This guy builds racing engines for a living.
They were gonna make a video of
I was sitting there searching drill presses today.
So watch out for.
Missy asked me to remind y'all that we're going to be making a video on her pineapple cake, homemade pineapple cake.
Ooh,
It's not upside. It's not an upside down. She makes her own frosting / icing with pineapple, crushed pineapple, powdered sugar, and another little secret ingredient that she puts in it. And she makes 2 cakes. The round flat cakes, and those are stacked on top of each other. Just a regular double cake, but that icing is that homemade. It is awesome. Oh, what you got there? EpiPen?
I know, insulin pen.
Insulin pen. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
you're talking about all them ingredients, and I
know.
Ready.
God dang. Yeah, it's making your blood sugar go up a little bit. Huh?
Just listening to all them ingredients.
Okay.
Well, we don't want to see it, Cajun. We want to actually have it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Make one of them and ship it.
It is awesome. My cousin that owns a radio station, she's like, Missy was talking about it one day, and she says, I want you to make me one, because we had brought her a piece. See, I want you to make me one. And she said, how much would it cost? Missy said, I don't know, probably about $12 for everything, all the ingredients and stuff. She said, here's $40. Make one for me and one for you, or just keep the rest of the money. She said, but it was $40. She actually paid $40 for one of Missy's cakes. Yeah.
I'll give you 45.
I don't think that would handle shipping too well, huh?
Hey, Ken, you been out hunting yet?
A week or so ago, I was down south bow hunting.
Did you see that buck laying at your guys' farm there in the field?
Huh. I was just there today.
Yeah, last week it was. There was a decent sized rack buck that got hit on the road there.
Oh man, what a waste!
On the field.
I didn't see it today. I was down there.
Yeah, they had a nice rack and stuff on. I figured somebody probably got that.
I forgot to tell you, last night on my way home on Fox Avenue, right in front of our uncle's house, 8 deer right out field right in front of his house.
Yep, that's a bad spot right there. Once it gets dark, you can almost guarantee they're going to be crossing the road on you right there, or they're all there in his front yard eating.
Well, this was on up across 30 there on Fox, right by the old railroad tracks, and just driving along, looked over. I'm like, oh, there's a couple deer. And I started counting, 8 of them just out there eating. Not even worrying about the traffic going by.
Yeah, every time I come down through there in the morning, I keep looking up there on the hill to see if you're in your stand.
No,
I ain't seen you.
That's because he's not there.
I know.
He's trying to get your timing down, Ken, so he can go in when you're not there.
Well, if I'm gonna do that, I'll road hunt. I know somebody that knows a couple people who's got some stuff that'll reach out all the way up there.
I thought those went down off the boat.
Well, I didn't say me. I said I know somebody that knows somebody that has some stuff that'll reach out. I mean, they're in that wood. My boat sank.
Yeah.
I got watched when I let the dogs out at night and in the morning because they've been hanging around across the street a lot.
Yeah, generally, you guys, if you go out past the farm there, usually about 6:30 or so, they're crossing the road and heading for his stand. We seen them the other morning, and I was like, "Holy shit!" There was 8 or 10 of them. There was a couple bucks there. So, yeah.
Where'd you find those at?
Robertsville.
I was gonna stop there this morning.
Is that the onions? Sour cream and onion?
Pork rinds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, those are pork rinds. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You didn't put the antibiotic in, did you?
And you find them at Dollar General, but my local Dollar General where I used to buy them at quit carrying them. The things are addictive.
Are they?
Yeah, very addictive. They're
pork
not
rinds?
They're not the normal pork rind where they're big and like expanded up. They're like little strips of the actual pork skin.
Oh, yeah. Cracklings.
Like
right.
that are deep fried.
Yeah.
Well, if you just wait about 6 months there, Ed, there'll be another Dollar General open up across the street down the road about half a mile from the other one. So I mean, that is the biggest growing store I think I know of right now. They're putting them things everywhere.
Well, yeah, these things have like just a hint of red pepper flake on them, like cayenne seasoning, and they're awesome.
If I'm not mistaken, Missy, when she went to Piggly Wiggly not long ago, I think she bought 2 or 3 packs of the pork skins, the pellets, the little pellets, about like this. And what you do, you throw those in hot grease. And man, them things bust up like that, and then you bag them, and that's pork skins. But I'll buy the pellets. And I don't know if they was out or Missy had brought them over because I need to mail some out, ship some out to some friends of mine. And I microwave mine. I don't put them in the grease. I don't have grease splatter all over. I put them in a microwave in a brown paper bag. I think a 5-pound bag or something. Or a 4-pound bag, and you put your couple dozen in there, fold the top of it, put it in the microwave about 2.5 minutes, and you got instant pork skins. Then open the bag, throw a little Cajun seasoning, a little bit, then just close the bag and shake it real good while that grease is still hot in there. Oh yeah, that's addictive.
All right, Kyle's just waking up, I guess.
Hey Kyle,
Must be nice, huh?
Hey, Cal.
Well, there was a place online that was selling those, uncooked pork rinds. You
hmm
could get them. You could get them in dozens of different flavors. And I was going to order some. This has been 5, 6, 7 years ago, and I never did. And now I can't find the website where you can buy them at anymore.
all you got to do is look up pork pellets.
Well, I seen them at a fair. You go up to the little concession stand there, and you just pick out which ones you want, and they're fresh pork rinds.
All right, they fry them up right there for you. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, geez.
You don't get no fresher than that.
Nope.
I forgot to say hi to Bocce. Hi, Bocce. I didn't forget
Yeah.
you.
I think I said hello to Bocce, but anyway, hello Bocce. Oh, again.
Well, I seen her say hi to you, Mark. So
I didn't see it.
you're probably in the doghouse.
Oh, Lord.
think-
I'm there anyway.
Online, I think they called they call them nuggets. I think one of them is golden nuggets, and then the other one is I just had it on my tongue and I can't spit it out. Pork nuggets, maybe? No. Anyway,
Back
yeah,
when I was,
they're expensive though. They online they are expensive.
back when I was a kid, that was the way we got the nuggets was we had to clean the damn pig
Yeah.
and had the big black copper pot out there, a big black cast iron pot out there.
Mhm.
We made them right there on the spot.
My
Oh,
my
yeah.
parents
Crackling.
my parents, when we used to render lard at the meat market, yeah, we would strain the lard out after it's rendered down and get all the
Mhm.
chunks and stuff out of it and press it, and
Yep.
they were delicious. But you eat too many, you'd be in the bathroom for a few days.
You see?
Especially if they're warm, yeah. That warm cracklings, yeah.
I can't believe I got to get up early again tomorrow.
What do you
You
got to
back
get up like
home
8 o'clock or
Thursday?
what?
No, I got to be up before 6, feed the dogs, try and have something to eat, get all ready so that I could go over and get filled up again.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh,
But
Johnny
you know
was
what?
asking
It's
us.
nice because there's nobody there when I get there, so I don't have to sit and wait.
Johnny Best was asking about both of y'all the other night. Jeff, you and Ed. It was night before last, I think. Yeah, night before last. No, it was yesterday in the morning. He was like, we was looking at a buddy of mine. He's got a YouTube channel, and he's up in Buffalo. You know, all that snow, that 10 foot of snow, whatever, that 6 foot, then expecting some more. They said it was going to get close to 10 foot or something. Anyway, he's showing all that off, and Johnny said, "Well, what about Ed and Jeff? I bet you they busy with their snow plows and stuff."
Nope.
I'm like, "No, it's
Nope.
not. They're not getting any of that lake effect snow. They're
Hey,
too
how you
far
doing,
south."
Marine?
Yeah, all that snow went straight over to Buffalo, New York, and stuff.
Yeah.
Right over
they're
over
getting killed in
Lake
Buffalo.
Erie. Right over Lake Erie, that snow band. It was over the lake and it was building up and building up. It never would go away.
I was watching. Somebody put a video up plowing snow. Who in the heck was it up that way? I think it was Fish.
Yeah,
Fish,
I think that's
Fish
what it was.
Ranch,
Tyler.
Fish Ranch,
Tyler, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, Fish House Ranch or whatever. Yeah.
They had quite a bit of snow up that way.
Dang.
I know there's a couple guys that posted on Facebook from up around Buffalo. They had the Oshkoshes out with the V plows and stuff, and looking at the snow that was in front of that, it's like I'm glad I ain't up there because that's too much.
Yep.
So they had to move the New York Browns game over to Michigan.
hmm You know, Ed, I did the same thing you did yesterday. I was trying to get out of the house and I turned and went the wrong way.
Did you?
get out the house, turn and you went to the bedroom?
Well, I left one room and I ended up going to the other bedroom, and it's kind of screwed up the way the house is set up, and it just gonna take
Oh,
time to get used to it.
oh, okay.
We
I see
got to
what you're
give you a
talking about.
GPS to find your way around.
Yeah,
Well,
I see what you're talking about. It's
the
like
way,
second nature in your other house, and now you got to get used to your new house.
yeah.
well,
Okay.
the way the house is laid out, you go back the hallway, and right is one bedroom, left is the other bedroom. But the way the doorways go into the bedroom is kind of weird. And when you come out, it's just a natural to turn left,
Where am I at?
and you're right there in the other bedroom. It's like, shit, I gotta turn right and go down this hallway.
That's
I
like
did
when
it
I was
today.
that's like when I was in 2 North there. I was trying to figure out because when I look out the window, it looked like I was looking at the emergency room that's all the way at the other end of the building. But yet, every time they took me out in a wheelchair, I was trying to follow it, and it's like I'm going the other way.
Yeah, they was taking you in the back part where
Well, that's where
nobody's
I
supposed
was
to be.
actually in the back.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be in the back, but
yeah.
when you left the room there, and I was okay, I made a left, go through, went over here to elevators, went down. You make a right into the elevators, and it takes you back around by the emergency room. And I was looking, and it's like, but when you're outside the building, the way it was going, it's like it doesn't make sense because I would have been coming from the other side where the old hospital is.
Hey, eek. Yellowstone. Yeah. When
When
I was a
I
kid, my mom used to babysit me in the hospital, and what a lot of people don't know, like I knew that hospital like the back of my hand. My mama worked there for 30 plus years, and when you're in the elevator, there's another button you can press, and it opened the doors behind you. There was one elevator set up like that, and that was like the back part where all the operating rooms and all that were. Where
Yeah,
people don't, you could get to them, but you just the general public, it says, employees only or what have you. Yeah.
Well, when they opened our one science building like 15 years ago, so they have like the labs, but then they have an office off the lab. Well, the office has a room number, the lab has a room number. When you're walking down the hallway, if you're looking for the room for the office, by the room number, it just skips right by it. It's not labeled out, and it wasn't labeled out in the hallway when they first opened the building, and everybody's like, where are these rooms at? And so they ended up having to redo all the signage in the building to show that there's other rooms inside these.
you mean people are going to college and they're actually having to read? I mean, there's something wrong with that to start with, Ed.
Well, it was 15 years. That was like 15 years ago, man.
Oh,
I mean, I thought that's what they paid all that daggum $100,000 for was the party a year.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh, yeah, okay. That's true. Point made.
Well,
so here's my question to the small engine machinist over on the other side there. If you was gonna buy a drill press, what would you get? Would you get one of them Harbor Freight ones? I didn't think so.
Plastic gears in them.
I like the
Old Craftsman's.
old
Yeah,
Craftsman's
the
and
old
the
ones, yeah.
old Deltas,
Oh, yeah.
but the I'm trying to think of what the one they have over in the carpenter shop is. It's an industrial. I can't even remember what the hell the name of it is now.
the problem with those Harbor Freight ones, Jeff, they don't hold true. They got too much slop in them. When you drill something, they don't hold true. I knew somebody, and I can't think of who in the heck it was.
The
I
tolerances
got
are
the
too
small.
sloppy.
I got a small 8-inch one that I bought only because it's small, light, and I could move it.
That could be
But
a
I want to get something
grizzly. Pull a bear.
I
That could be a
originally had the
grizzly
14-inch
press.
benchtop Grizzly there, Cajun, and that was a great machine. All I did is I took the
Grizzly
chuck
makes
off that come with it. I put a Jacobs on it, and that thing was awesome.
Yeah. That could be a grizzly. You talking about Ed?
That is what it is. It's grizzly.
Okay. Man, a lot of people say like, you got your Delta people for woodworking, Delta. Then you got Grizzly people for woodworking. And Grizzly, I don't see nothing wrong with Grizzly. My cousin in his cabinet shop had a Grizzly table saw and a drill press and a sander, uh, stand-up sander, the long belt sander, vertical. I mean, a horizontal sander, and it had a 4-foot bed on it, or a 3-foot bed. Anyway, yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with Grizzlies, and that's all made.
Nope.
Grizzly makes their own tools.
Mhm.
They have a huge factory to make their own tools. All their
The
table
only thing that's a
saws.
bummer about them is they used to have a warehouse over here in Williamsport. They had
Okay.
a huge, their biggest warehouse and showroom was over here in Williamsport, and they closed that up. So if you want anything, it's coming out of Missouri or Washington.
Oh, okay. Now they made their own tools. U.S. made.
Yes, they are. I watched a documentary thing on like old tool companies of the United States that are still around, and they were in it. They were in it.
Oh, okay. Damn, Ben said his drill press weighs in at 280.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a heavy duty drill press.
Oh no, I've been actually looking for like an older Craftsman, but what you're seeing on there is either real old or brand new. I haven't found anything that's like in between.
Well, I got an old. I think mine's Delta. It's actually Army surplus from back in like the '60s or '70s. I got it from work. It's just a bench mount. It's not a floor mount one, but thing runs great. Drills true.
So I know my first Grizzly I bought, that was a while ago. It was $349, and it was, I want to say, either $49 or $79 shipping. Now they're about $600 and $200 shipping.
Yep. Well, I've been looking around at plasma cutters, and the reason I haven't bought one yet is because I don't have an air compressor that has enough CFM to continuously run one. But I come across one. I got the name written down in the other room, and it actually has a built-in air compressor, so you don't have to. It runs off 110 or 220. Don't have to have an air compressor. You can take it any place you want, and from all the reviews and everything I've seen on them, they're pretty decent little machines.
And what is it?
Plasma cutter.
Oh, plasma. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that probably has a good price tag with it too, though.
The base model, the small one, for the 50 amp is $450, which ain't bad for a plasma cutter.
No.
No, that's a deal.
Yep. Now I would love to have a thermodynamics like I have at work, but it takes like 8 or 10 CFM to run the thing. But it'll also cut up to almost an inch thick plate.
Right. And actually, how much use would you have for it at home? Not a whole
Once in a while.
Once in a
Maybe.
while.
Not nothing will cut that thick, but
Right.
Up to a half inch, I'd have a lot of use for it because you can blast bolts off with them and everything else compared to like an oxyacetylene torch and stuff.
They're good for rusty stuff.
Yep.
They're really good for that.
Well, I've actually like bearings that are stuck on shafts.
Uh-huh.
I've actually split them bearings off the shaft without hurting the shaft with a plasma cutter, and not put any heat into the shaft.
Right.
Well, I was sitting there cruising through the Grizzly site, and I was thinking about the drill press, and then I started looking through the Little Lees, and I was like, well, that would be nice to have to be able to turn some stuff. I said, but I got no place to put the lathe. I really don't have a well. I get the drill press. I could put it on the bench and that's it. It's gonna have to stay there because at 200 pounds, I'm not gonna pick it up.
No.
No.
But the best part was I hit the little pay this much a month thing. It came back, says you're approved for $2,000. I was like, shit, that's cool. I says, yeah, but I don't really want to use that because I get too many of them going there. Could be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, but no, I'm gonna save my pennies up, and once I get closer to having my lift paid off, I'm gonna buy one of those plasma cutters. Probably next summer sometime. So, but all right, y'all. It's been an hour. Appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out with me.
See you,
And,
Jeff.
hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Don't
Oh,
overeat
what do you
too
think? You're
much.
smart now? Think you're funny?
He's gonna hang out now.
You know he's gonna
That's
go
right.
and go.
So, all right. Love y'all. Y'all have a great Thanksgiving and everything, and we'll catch you next week.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Later, Ken.